Hey my friends, what's going on? Hey, it's Gene. Get up and get out with Gene here at the lovely Greenfield Lake. I just picked another little spot, a little cove here to kind of do the video. You probably can't tell, but the water is extremely green. It's just filled with algae right now, which probably just chokes off most of the stuff in here, except for there's plenty of turtles. But I was just talking to a guy that was trying to do some bass fishing here, and he said he's unable to catch anything lately. So I don't know what's going on here. I've been told it's just the way it is. You know, I worried about it a couple years ago, but so it's really Greenfield Lake. It's the Greenfield Lake. Hey, but I appreciate you guys jumping on. Been a lot of stuff going on. Haven't really been able to film anything recently, and just doing my thing. I'm going through my own stuff, whatever, you know. So I just want to say, all of you that jump on these videos lately, I've been putting them on YouTube and just sharing them from there. Seems I'm getting some good views. You know, people are wanting to check it out, that type of thing. Hey, I apologize for the wind, you guys. I've been told, my wife told me that when I say I apologize for the wind, that nobody really hears the wind blow. But I know, I've listened to some of my videos, and if it gets really windy, you can hear it. And so I apologize for that. I don't edit these videos, haven't gotten there yet. I might do that one day. You know, I might start editing these videos. I don't know. I like to keep it really as live and as fresh as possible with this whole get up and get out hoopla thing that wait, get up and get out. Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. Get up and get out. It's like windshield wipers, get up and get out. But look, and see, I get a lot of advice from my wife, and she also told me that I don't get into meat and potatoes in my videos until about 5 minutes into it or so lately, and that's why they've been around 16 to 24 minutes long, because I'm just rambling forever. But this is what I'm trying to do, is just put stuff out there, you know, and not really relying so much on Facebook or the Instagram. I'm just going to record however long I want to record. You know, I love for them to go on for a long time if I have something really important to say or thoughts in my head that maybe can help another person, at least one today, or maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, and that's all I hope for. You know, I feel compelled. This is funny. Lately, somebody had said to me, and this person no longer a friend on the social media, but had said the only reason why I'm doing these videos is to sell vitamins. Crappy vitamins, that is what they said, actually, crappy vitamins. And I thought that was kind of funny. You know, I try not to respond, and a friend of mine that's with ID Life actually responded about how those vitamins help save her life. And, you know, I wasn't going to bother with it, but the guy took offense to it when I called it. I said something, he's a lost soul or something like that, you know. So, I don't know, I've done 530 some, maybe close to 540 videos, and I don't think I've sold a single vitamin, a pill, anything. From my business, my ID Life business, from these videos, you know. And I'll tell you honestly, when I started taking those vitamins and using the stuff that I was using, or that I am using, you know, the products that I'm using with ID Life and my company, you know, I started feeling better, and I started getting up and getting out, and I started doing these things. I started getting around this lake, doing these walks, and that's what led to the Facebook Lives, and what led to the Get Up and Get Out with Gene and the GuGo and this and that. So hey, whatever, man. You know, I do stuff to help me with my health, and I've tried to share it with other people, and if you want to use it, use it. If you don't, you don't. I can't do anything for you there. You know, I just show you what works for me. But anyways, so that's where I got into these videos, you know. I don't even know where I was going with this, but, you know, I'm just trying to help somebody today, and this is why I do these videos, you know, and this is why I'm trying to get it out to a broader audience, you know, and I'm hoping you can help me. Can you help me? Can you help me today? You know, if I put it up on YouTube, I share a link, whatever, can you maybe share it too? You know, and I've had a bunch of people recently tell me, hey, everything you're doing is great. You know, you motivate me. You know, your videos are inspiring. Your videos lift me up. Whatever. Show me today. Can you show me, you know, that, I mean, you talk it, I talk it. Can you show me? This is what I'm doing right here. I'm showing you that what I'm doing is real. This is not fake. This is not a fixed green screen back here. I mean, it looks beautiful and fake, but it's not. And I'm gonna trip over a tree root down here. That's not fake, you know. So I'm trying to do these things. I'm trying to put it out there. I feel compelled by my God, that angers me sometimes. I'll tell you honestly. You know, I feel compelled to be like this conduit, am I saying that right? Between a higher power, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, and you guys or whoever needs to hear this. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means, or that I've chosen one that I should be doing this. It's just what I feel compelled to do. And luckily these days with the social media and all that stuff, I can put it out there. I can put it everywhere until somebody takes it down that, you know, has more control than I do. And you have the chance and the choice to listen to what I have to say. You have a choice to not listen to what I have to say. You have a choice to delete me or what I have to say. It's no big deal. That doesn't matter to me. I know what I'm doing feels good to me, and when I don't do these videos, I feel not so good, to be quite honest. So that's what I want to get into today. And I was just thinking about how every rose, you know that song, Every Rose Has a Thorn, right? And that saying has been around for years and years. You know, every rose has its thorn, but I mean, every rose really has probably a lot of thorns on their stem, you know? And it's just the thing, no matter what I do, no matter the good I do, and this is what frustrates me and what has led to some of my recent dark days, I guess to say, we can call them depression, whatever, you know? And I'm open with this. I'm not afraid to put it out there. Some people, including family members, are like, why do you put your dirty laundry out there? All I can say is if you don't like it, don't watch it. I don't care if you're family, friend, foe, you know, loved one, whatever. If you don't like it, don't watch it, okay? So I'm going to keep doing it. You're never going to stop me. You know, you're never going to stop me. But anyways, you know, all the good things, and I'm just speaking from my experience and my frustrations, actually all the good things that I've tried to do over the last several years. Quit drinking. I got that anniversary coming up, 7 years on May 20th. And so whenever you're watching it, it'll be May 20th, 2019 will be 7 years. And then a year after that, I quit smoking cigarettes, tobacco, you know. So, you know, those good things are coming up. You know, I've tried to get myself in good health, better health, you know. And right now I feel like I'm failing at that. And there may be some other reasons for that besides just my loving to eat chocolate and ice cream and pizza and all that stuff. There may be some other reasons for that, but that's okay. I'll work on that on my own. But so all the things that we do to try to better ourselves, sometimes we're still gonna have thorns, you know? And I was just thinking about it, like with my drinking, A, it wasn't good for me. I did a lot of dumb things when I was drinking. B, drinking and alcohol just amplified the problems I've already had. The problems that are still here that I need to still work through, you know? No matter how rosy I try to make it and how many good things I try to do, there's still thorns sticking out of me. You know, there's still thorns that'll prick somebody else, you know. Up again, the wind. I apologize. Give me a break here, man. Come on, let me do this video. So, anyways, you know, I'm just gonna take it in. Look, it's the light's shining down. I got a little bit of light right over here. There it is. And the wind's blowing. This is live. This is in the outdoors. Greenfield Lake, Wilmington, North Carolina. But look, no matter what I've tried to do, and I know many of you feel like this because I've heard from many of you, and I'm kind of shocked how many people I've heard from that are battling themselves with depression. And a few of my friends that are also dealing with depression, that type of thing, that have thorns, are telling me how their kids, teenage kids, their kids, people I know, probably known since they were the age of their teenage kids, are dealing with depression and that type of thing. And it's a thorn. Like, no matter how hard we try, we're all gonna, a lot of us, I'm amazed how many people are dealing with it. Or maybe it's just the friends I choose to put myself around, you know. Some are good and don't deal with depression or have any issues, can drink a beer, you know, drink drinks and be totally cool, you know, do whatever they do and be totally cool. That's great. There's a bunch of us, you know, that deal with depression, one thing, you know, that shouldn't be drinking or doing drugs that are just gonna mess up the mind or whatever, when we're already dealing with enough of our own problems, right? Our thorns, you know, and no matter how rosy, as I said again, like every rose, like Bret Michaels and Poison said, every rose has its thorn, you know? I don't think I've met a perfect person. I mean, I keep thinking that I'd like to try to be, you know, and the thing I gotta do is deal with my own faults, my own thorns, you know, and accept them, and maybe try to get rid of them if I can, or, you know, get those thorns off the stem, you know, or polish them over, rub them down, whatever I gotta do. And that sounds weird, doesn't it? I apologize for those analogies there, but I've got to do what I got to do. You got to do what you got to do. You know, we all have thorns, and sometimes I get so wrapped up in my own problems, my own issues, my own thorns, you know, and I get so frustrated when all the good things I'm doing aren't showing through, and those thorns have pricked myself or somebody close to me and made them bleed, made them hurt, made them, scream out, whatever, including myself, and that's just the way it is, I guess. I'm not sure what to do about it. And I'm really, as I said, I'm really surprised how many people I've been in contact with lately that are dealing with depression themselves, or that understood what I was going through or am going through and could actually type it out or vocalize it, whatever you want to say, and totally explain what I was probably feeling at a time when I might have felt in a dark spot, and I'm just shocked. I'm really shocked. And then, I know there's other people. I'm not the only one, that's for sure. But how many people I know personally that are dealing with their thorns, And how do we get through this life, And I've said before, and right now I'm just feeling a little off, and I'm not feeling all jovial and like just sit down and pray and everything will be okay and blah, blah, blah. I know, and I'm not walking in your shoes. I don't walk in your shoes. I'm walking in my shoes. I'm just telling you from my experience. And I know that when I don't take care of myself, when I don't exercise, when I don't even pray a bit or just speak with my God, or go to church or whatever, we all have our beliefs and our places to go. I like being here at this lake. It's one of my spiritual homes. Yesterday I got to walk around the lake by our house with my dog, and then I rode bike for a while, several times around the lake, and I did a bunch of things out in the yard, and I felt better, and I played music. There's a country singer, a guy named Cody Jinks. I just listened to him all evening while I was exercising, while I was doing things. I just listened to him over and over, his songs over and over. And I was like, man, this guy can't write a bad song, and he knows what I'm feeling. And I've known this guy, or I've known of this guy, and listened to his music for several years now, and just probably pushing a little bit more into his catalog. And I was just like, wow, man, this guy knows what I'm feeling, what I'm talking about. He talks, must be the whiskey or whatever, or talk about, maybe not talking to Jesus enough or God or whatever, and he's not like super spiritual, and he talks about his flaws and his thorns, and talks about, how you've seen, him drunk, how you've seen him wasted, passed out on the floor. These are just part of his song lyrics. And I mean, it just touched me so much. And I was like, man, I haven't heard an artist in a long time that I can completely grasp onto, that every damn song that I'm listening to means something to me. I don't know, pardon me. Some of you might know that music means a lot to me, right? I don't know where this is coming from. Pardon me, I apologize, it's not fake, believe me. I don't know where this is coming from right now, but maybe it's just because I need to get it off my chest, or just talk about music and how I haven't had music that has touched my life in a long time, but just nothing out there that really gets me going like when I was younger. And some of the albums from my childhood and then from my late teens and 20s still mean the world to me today. And so I think about like some of my favorite albums. I'm sorry, I'm just going off on a tangent here, but to try to reel myself out of this one. Like some of the bands that I always remember, like some of the albums, that I call my driving albums. I can put these albums on and listen to them no matter when, and I'll know all the lyrics and can sing along, like Blind Melon's first album, Blind Melon, I think it's just Blind Melon, right? Live, the band Live, their first album, Mental Jewelry. That's just two right there that I could just put on. And Pearl Jam's 10, 3, from that era, Nevermind by Nirvana. That's just like when I was in my early 20s when all that stuff came out. And that, even the hair bands, a bunch of the hair bands from the 80s, Kiss albums, Rat albums, Motley Crue, all those that I grew up on that touched me, that I felt something. I wasn't living that life back then necessarily, but, it amazes me that sometimes, and I know I just went off somewhere on this, it's a great thing about not editing these videos and being personal and being live, with doing this, is I just go all over the place, because really, I think my mind's just really messed up, and probably right now more than ever. But the thing that helped me besides exercising yesterday, to pull it back to that, is that music. Listen to Cody Jinks and his stuff, and he used to be a metal singer, or was in a metal band or something like that, became a country singer, and thank God he did, because his stuff is great. And I'm telling you, if you can sometimes exercise and find music that just touches your soul. I know sometimes we just need music for the beat, for the atmosphere or whatever, but sometimes you need to find music that just touches your soul, man. I mean, the song "Every Rose Has Its Thorn," I play that song out, and it was funny, like a month ago my mom called me and I was on the way to a gig. She goes, "You know that song "Every Rose Has Its Thorn"? I thought that was your song." She's like, "Can you play that for me tonight?" So I played it live and did a video and put it out there, just a live video and for my mom, but that song, I mean, talking about from my teenage years, I mean, a lot of the Poison songs actually, touch me. And it was just party, good time music, except for like "Every Rose" or "I Won't Forget You." I'm always big into the ballads and that type of thing, or "Give Me Something to Believe In." I mean, that song, shit, every time, pardon my French, I just said a bad word. Every time I hear that song, "Something to Believe In" by Poison, and there's a line in that and it's gonna get me again. Damn it. There's a line in that song, "My best friend died a lonely man in some Palm Springs hotel room. Got the call last Christmas Eve." Sorry. But, oh, look at that. That's probably a sign. That's a sign right there. Like, "Stop crying, you little baby." Maybe I should edit that and I just snorted too. But there's lines from that song, "Something to Believe In." What is such a great song. I mean, Brett Michaels writes a lot of great songs. But reminded me of a buddy of mine from high school we had a band together. And he's still alive and everything, alive and well, married, great kid and all that stuff, great life. But I think we were in the car together, probably driving around, maybe sipping on a few in the cul-de-sac. And don't tell my parents this, but that's what we used to do late high school years, after high school, all that. But, that line, and it just makes me think of my buddy Drew, and he was a singer. We started a band together back in high school, at the end of high school and all that stuff. And I think those lines just came on one time when we were just sitting in his old Honda Civic hatchback or whatever that car was, a little red car. And I just remember me and him just sitting there, and that line came on, or this whole song, and we're both just sitting there quiet, and every time I hear that song, I think about my buddy Drew. Just music, man. If that's anything, I don't even know where I'm going with this today. If there's anything that can help us today, because we all want to be roses, right? We all want to be beautiful, but we're going to wilt and die eventually. It's just the way it is. I have no fear of that. I really have no fear of when I hopefully get older and wilt and die. But for now, we want to look as pretty as possible. We want to bloom. We want to blossom. But we're going to have some thorns. If somebody goes to pull us out of the ground or move us from where we want to be, they're going to get stung by a thorn, right? It's just the way it is. And there's nothing we can do about it. It's some of the greatest creations in life are the beautiful flowers, the lake, the wind, the sun shining down, and it's probably going to get blown over again. Some of the greatest creations in life, some of the beauty. I mean, here in this lake, I think alligators are beautiful. And one could come right out of this lake right now and just take me out. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful thing to me, but, it's got its thorns, it's got to eat. I mean, there's beautiful things growing over here. It's probably poison ivy give me the itches. I hate that. I'm highly allergic to poison ivy, but I still get out here by these bushes. But, there's so many beautiful things in life, and I try to remind myself I'm not perfect in any way. You're not perfect in any way, and sometimes I forget that. I expect a lot of things out of other people, so that's when sometimes my thorns come out, when people don't meet my expectations. It's just, I'm in my 40s somewhere, and I've still got a lot of work to do, and I may not get it done. I may not get it done in this lifetime, whatever. Maybe I'll come back, maybe that's just the way it is. Maybe my soul will come back and I'll get another chance to do things even better. I don't know. I don't know what comes after this. I just don't know. That's just me, But I just want you to think about it. If you're dealing with anything, you're struggling with depression, with your thorns, it's okay. It's understandable. And it's okay to talk to other people. It's okay to vent about it if you need to. I've had most of my friends, like on the social media, being very supportive. I had a couple people that, because I didn't follow exactly what they say or said, that they just give up. Like, I'm just done with you. I'm done with you. I can't help you. You're not listening to me. I'm done with you. So be it. I can't help you. You know I can't help everybody. Not everybody can help me. I didn't ask for help. I don't ask for help really much, you know. And I guess because I don't ask for help, I just throw it out there. Sometimes on dark days, but you know what? I had a lot of people come to me, you know, just saying, hey, I go through the same thing. I understand what you're feeling. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're thinking. Just make it through today and keep going. Just keep going. Make it through today. Make it through today. Keep going and don't quit. I guess that's the biggest thing. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know, you know, for you or me. You know, I hope it's a great thing. You know, I hope we all just survive and make it through. I'm kind of worried how many people are dealing with this. Kind of stirred up some things in me also. You know, how many of my friends are dealing with their thorns and their issues. So, hey, let's try to be the prettiest rose that we can, you know, when we can. But we got to remember, we've all got thorns. Everybody's got thorns. Your loved ones have thorns too. Nobody's perfect. So let's just accept and work through. I mean, you don't want somebody hurting you. You certainly don't. I don't want to hurt anybody with my thorns. But it's going to happen. It happens, you know. Again, I apologize for the wind. Just trying to do a natural video live here. Let me get a little closer to the camera. But just make it through. You know, don't quit. Make it through today. Like they say, like gosh, here's the camera again. All right, this is a sign right here that I should just wrap this up, huh? It's a sign that I should just wrap this up. It's going to go on YouTube. Share it. Take it. Oh, try to share it on my social media sites, but I need you, because you got a bigger audience than I do, to share what I'm putting out there. Maybe we could just help one person, just one person today. That's all that matters. If we help one person today, one person that needs help getting up and getting out, right? One person today, can we help? So take this video, check out my other videos. I try to do different topics every time I do a video. Some have been repeated. I've done 530 some videos. I'm going to repeat some things. It's just bound to happen. You know, just take what you can, help some other people with it. Let's go with it. Get by my website if you need to, or get in touch through my website, or wherever you need to get in touch here on YouTube or social media. Get in touch if you need somebody to talk to. Just seek out a good way to talk to somebody. All right, there it is again. Yeah, all right, I'm finishing. Chill out. All right, I gotta go. Hey, I love you guys. Love you guys. Are you there? I should have taken my glasses off a long time ago. Are you there? I want that sunshine. Where's it at? There it is. All right, I love you guys. Peace and chicken grease. Thanks for jumping on, and do what you got to do. All right, just take it easy on yourself. All right, I love you guys. Did I say it? Peace, chicken grease, yo. See ya.